They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he will have a Jaguars first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Jaguars had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Jaguars! Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for McFarland. A touchback and the ball out to the 25. Herbert on 1st down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to keep going and try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Shifts by him, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. It's Herbert. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Herbert. And this pass broken up. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Allen. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Straight ahead, Walker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Allen. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This take it in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll run with Gibson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Herbert throwing again. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's 2nd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Finding Knox there, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So a drive that covers almost the entire length of the field will result in 0 points.
That frustration is not just going to be felt by the guys on offense either. It's going to be felt throughout the entire team, isn't it? I mean, we've been there before, right? We've seen it. That deflation can go through the entire ranks. They're going to have to really work to make sure it doesn't affect them going forward.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. David Ojabo just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just getting...
Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Texans say they have it. They do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert slings this deep from McLaurin, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle to Beckham. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Nice play call right there, and off the play-action fake, he bootlegged out to his right, and I really like the patience he showed, handling the fake to make the defense buy it. Then I love how he zeroed in on his man coming all the way across the formation and stuck it on him for a nice gain.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll get it inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 15.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson. Touchdown, Houston. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last two plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts him in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
From his end zone comes McFarland. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Herbert. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got Gibson on the out route. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Again, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel, 26 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Walker. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Herbert going to throw. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. One last throw here for Herbert. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was enough to lose. And time is run out now on this game.